In 1955, an idea of building a steel and iron plant was put forward. In 1968, the government decided that the steel plant would be funded by public money so that they could control future development across the country. In July 1968, the Steel Mill Corporation was set up as a private limited company by the government. These steel mills were built in Karachi and other places in Pakistan. Since Pakistan did not have the skills or capital to build these steel mills, Pakistan and USSR, modern-day Russia, signed an agreement for the construction of a coastal-based steel mill at Karachi. The agreement was signed in 1971. From 1973 to 1981, the construction of over 20 steel plants took place at Pipri, about 40 kilometers east of Karachi. The construction was managed by Russian experts. On 15 January 1985, the steel mills were completed and officially opened. Pakistan Steel is the largest industrial complex in Pakistan.
Why choose Karachi to build a steel mill? Well, there are many reasons for this. Some of the reasons are that there was flat, cheap, unused land which they could build on. There's an access to water from the water channel, and it was near the national highway and the railroad, so the transport connections are pretty good. There's room for expansion if they wish to expand the power station, and there is a Pipri thermal power station nearby as well as a nuclear power station for energy. In Karachi, there is cheap labor available locally. Limestone, iron ore, and coke are put into the blast furnace. The coke, which is basically carbon, reacts with the hot air and produces carbon dioxide. The limestone reacts with the impurities and makes slag. The pure iron, pig iron, is left at the bottom of the blast furnace. The molten pig iron is put into a basic oxygen furnace where the impurities are oxidized. Then the steel goes to a rolling mill and becomes slabs of steel. Then it goes to the finishing mill where it comes out as sheets, plates, girders, or wires.
Pakistan Steel has always been environmentally aware. The steel mill was purposely built out of the way on marshy land which no one wanted. They built it 40 kilometers away from Karachi so that air and noise pollution would not blow over areas where people live. To make the environment green, they began to reforest the area around the factories and set new targets for waste and pollution reduction. They carry out a lot of work on the water, especially since the water is the water that feeds lakes and reservoirs for the local community. They also created a landscape cricket ground, lakes, bird sanctuaries, and running tracks for the employees.